Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Brian here, back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at 5 restaurants in Dushanbe. Dushanbe is the capital of Tajikistan, and it has a population about 1.25 million people. It is in Central Asia, so we're going to probably see some Middle Eastern, Asian influences here. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be rating them on 5 different topics out of 5 stars. So we're going to be looking at location, what type of style or what it is. We're going to look at some pictures, look at some reviews, and hopefully we can get some curb appeal with Street View. So with our first restaurant, we have the Rudaki House. Right off the bat, it is on looks like the northern end of Dushanbe, a little bit further away from the airport. Maybe some tourists might have a harder time going to it. Um, let's see if we can zoom in just a little bit more. It's going to load a little bit. Just let that load. And looks like it's on a pretty busy street. There's a couple of cafes, a restaurant over here. So the city hostel. All right, there is some hotel business in the area, so it can bring a fair amount of people. We see that there is 219 reviews for it. We're going to take a look at the reviews a little bit later. Oh, we got beef ribs. um, but first, let's take a gander at some pictures. So, 4 pictures. I mean, it looks more like a nightclub type of setting, more like an evening time. A little bit classier, I would say. You got some nice black marble floors with some white checkers in it. Some neon lights. Product shot. This is a real photo, it looks like. So, this is actually during COVID, just before it. This is presumably the outside of it. Um, they have a really nice banner or the ad for it, and I think that is Kung Fu Panda. Panda, but written in Cyrillic. Let's see. Meat in a fridge, random sofa, product shot, product shot, product shot, product shot, product shot, lounge. Okay, all right. So again, it's got that classy nightclub vibe. Um, Liquor. It looks like they have a bar here. I'm not sure what Tajikistan's laws are in regards to alcohol and liquor. Product shot. We'll probably see a little bit more of that throughout different restaurants as we go through them. Random sofa with table this time. That's cool. Outdoor seating. It looks like it's elevated actually, so you get to see a little bit above the trees. I would imagine this being a really nice thing in the summertime. Tajikistan being in Central Asia, it does get a little bit warm in most of the times of the year because it is closer towards the equator. We've already seen that picture. Purple velvet chairs. I mean, it's not bad. I don't know what that's doing. Um, it's not bad. So it's a restaurant for sure. I'm assuming this is like the parent company to it, but that's a couple of the pictures there. So I mean, it's okay. They did have a fair amount of fake pictures and 3D product shot ones, but um, let's look at some reviews. 219 reviews, mostly 5 stars. We saw a glimpse of the beef ribs, but let's take a look. Fresh kulcha, which is Tajik bread, is delicious kebab. I actually like their food. Oh, that's what that was. It was a kebab. It's a nice quiet place, nothing so special, just walk around and there are some small traditional shops. Also, there's horse riding. Alright, nearby in Tajikistan there is horse riding. But with the restaurant itself, this guy wrote quite a review. Um, had very high expectations. Design is beautiful. I can tell it spent considerable resources. Half the dishes were sold out. All right. The beef ribs were actually expensive. Okay. What does this say? The cherry on the cake was the shisha guy who wanted to charge us for another shisha when we said we didn't like the one he brought. It is standard practice in Dushanbe to change it free of charge for good customers. We order a lot. We're we're VIP clientels, especially with being a restaurant new, who should try to get happy customers. They're not even some some bozo. He's not even a VIP. Guy's shaking hands. Oh, he went on a date. Good for him. Good food, newly open, relaxing, burger. It's not bad. It's not bad. All I'm seeing is basically it's not bad. We tried it. Delicious. This is you are better than this restaurant and your service. Oh, that's the bill. Handwritten. Um, Here we go. Radaki Plaza. Beautiful place, fourth floor. So it was on the fourth floor. Um, as a result, they waited, I guess, and your dish was mixed up, and the manager comes and he's like, "Well, did you like it?" Uh, well, it wasn't my dish. Oh well. This is written in Russian, actually. So, oh, here's the sectional. Here we go. This is a hit for all your product. Oh, it's just a random advertisement. If you care about your reputation, fire him. This is Tashkent. The spare ribs aren't even right. Some of these are written in Russian. I'm assuming that's one of the official languages or um, local tourists that would come often. They do border Russia, and it was a former Soviet state, so there is Russian influence in Tajikistan. Um, but let's see if we can get some curb appeal. We saw a little bit of what it looks like on the outside. I don't know if Tajikistan's gonna have street. Ooh, we might have Street View. There's one Google guy that's in the thing in the restaurant. It's gonna be a little bit laggy. Hmm, I don't know if we're gonna be able to see it. Let's back up a little bit more. And we're facing the wrong way. Okay, let's see if we can go inside of it. Nope, this is just the roof. I mean, is there curb appeal? I'm not sure. There is some guy on the roof with a backpack. We can see that this is in a populated area. I mean, these would be considered not skyscrapers, but like pretty high buildings, compared to the local surrounding areas. We saw it was fourth floor as well, so they had nice scenery of trees. It was probably this street, the main street there. I don't think it was this because we would have seen that building, at least from that shot. Um, okay. So overall, let's give it a rating of the Rudagi house. So with this, I am going to rate the location. It's in the northern part, but it's at least on a main strip. So probably like a 3 stars. Style or what it is. I mean, we saw some style. It looks pretty cool. At least on the inside with some of the nightclub shots, I would say, hmm, about like a 3 as well. I mean, it has good style, but then other parts, again, it sounds like the pieces aren't fully there. Picture wise, pictures are okay. Again, probably another 3 stars. This is probably gonna be our benchmark one. Honestly, our first one is our benchmark one. Um, so 3 stars for that. I mean, we saw a lot of it was kind of generated pictures. not real pictures. One of them was an advertisement for a couch, I believe. Um, so that's gonna take a hit there. Probably 2 stars. Probably 2 stars. Reviews. They have a lot of reviews. It seems like there are a couple that are iffy. Um, we saw that a lot of them were kind of service related. Oh well. Another part to that is stuff being sold out. Oh well. But review wise, I mean, it has 5 stars, but a lot of the more lengthy ones are not so much 5 stars. Some of them are a little bit more, you know, recent, or should I say at least since post COVID. Curb appeal. Well, reviews, we're probably gonna rate that like 2 or 3. Curb appeal. We couldn't really judge the curb appeal, so that's an automatic 1. Unfortunate because it's not their fault. It's Tajikistan. They just don't have Google Street View sometimes. But we're gonna give that a 1. So overall, we're gonna have all the ratings up on the board over there so that you can take a gander. So for our second place, we have a tabaka fried chicken. Um, I am only gonna butcher the word down below. Sipliata tabaka. But this is fried chicken. It looks like it's in the central part of Tajikistan. If we zoom in a little bit closer, it's in a more densely populated area. Um, also along a river here, so it's a pretty good spot. We're gonna take a look at some pictures here. This is out front. Los Pollos Hermanos, the Chicken Brothers. This is the inside. I don't think this is the right place. This is an auto store. Guy with his sisters, probably, or wives, girlfriends. This is one of the places out front. I don't know if this is the same place. This is one of the places. Um, Random inside, food. I think this is the actual restaurant. Um, Very tall ceilings. They have a chandelier, but there's not much going on. At least there's a TV. Sometimes that could be good. Sometimes that could be bad. Parts store, parts store. Christmas. Second floor seating. All right, come on, lady. They really like this restaurant. Let's find. Well, that's pretty much it for pictures, honestly. So, with that being said, I mean, let's look at some reviews. It doesn't look like the first one's good, but 4 stars, 230 reviews. I mean, that's a fair amount of reviews. People go there. Delivery. Something about delivery. Chicken, spelled wrong. Chicken Tabaka was not that good. Bland and dry, no flavor at all. Forget about sauce. Doesn't taste like sauce. Too expensive. Real Tajik says good luck. What's that supposed to mean? Super. Crowd of people. The service is below the baseboard. There's low and then there's really low. From honor above all. The waitresses are very rude. They think about their appearance and that's all. They sit and put on makeup. The bill exceeds the real amount by 150 Somani, which I'm assuming is local currency. They don't give a big about the operation mode. There is one plus take the chicken with you and eat it at home. Oh, there is one plus take the chicken with you and eat it at home. So basically the chicken's good. Um, I mean, that's a another thing that people are gonna do is, well, I mean, the food was good. Like, the service was abysmal, but like the food was good. Um, that's probably delivery or whatever the review auto reviews talking about. Most delicious chicken. I've been buying chicken from this place for several years. My whole family goes there too. I would imagine you bring your family. Uh, One thing to note, there is a terminal right in front of the entrance. It's so convenient. If someone's standing by the terminal, it's impossible to pass by without getting stabbed by the plants opposite. And if you're not paying attention, you can even be hit on your forehead of the terminal. Prices are high, chickens are grilled, they're just chickens. And the seasoning they use it is made with artificial tomato paste. Uh-oh, they're cheating. 1 star. Why only one? How can I even call you? How do I find out your hours? Sometimes you close for no reason, and people come in and there's no one there. Don't you have a website? Um, do they have a website? I don't think they have a website. No, no, they do not have a website. Okay. It is not wheelchair accessible, I don't think. Cash only too. Good with kids. Usually a wait. There's usually a wait. Um, okay. All right. So with that being said, we saw the location. Promising area by the river on a decent street. Is there street view? There is not street view. Once again, that's going to be 1 stars because there is not street view, or it's just not loading. No, there's no street view. Oh well. Oh well. All right. So for topic of chicken, fried chicken, not just any chicken, fried chicken. Topic of fried chicken. Location. This is a more family-oriented place, not so much touristy. The other one I would consider more touristy than this one. This seems to kind of just be on the strip here. So I would say location-wise, probably also like a three. Yeah, I would say like that. That's a three. Style or what it is, we're gonna have to rate that pretty low. I don't really know what this is. We're probably gonna say this is probably like a 1 or 2 star. We can't even see the menu. Um, it looks like it's multiple locations or something, all kind of crammed into this, or at least for the one place. So that's a little bit frustrating. Um, but yeah, it's kind of unclear. Picture wise, we saw a couple of the pictures. Again, it's not coherent. One of them was an auto body store or an auto shop, and the other one was kind of like a guy with his sister or girlfriend or something like that, just having a bunch of photo booths or something, enjoying their time. Um, yeah, I don't know. This one didn't really speak out too much. So I would have to rate that pretty low as well. So picture wise, also like I would say that's like a two, like a 1 or 2. There wasn't much pictures either. Um, Reviews. There's quite a bit of reviews. I will say that quite a bit. 200. We didn't go through all 200, but um, we did see a lot of them though. A lot of the ones from a couple years ago, 1 star easily across the board, 1 star. A lot of it is again service. Um, Food being dry or something like that. I mean, the one guy took it home apparently, whatever. Which is a little bit disappointing. You know, we want to find a good place. We want to find something good. You know, what does Tajikistan have to offer? Fried chicken, meh. Curb appeal, or the reviews I would probably say is like two, 1 or 2. A lot of them just kind of seem negative. They don't seem fake. They just seem negative. And then curb appeal. We couldn't see the curb, so unfortunately, automatic 1 star. Can't blame it. That's just Tajikistan. Okay, so for our third place, we have Rokat. I believe this is written Cyrillic, so it's not Pojat. It's Rokat. Rocket. Probably saying rocket. This one, I tried to find a place that at least could maybe have street view. So location-wise, we are just outside of the airport. We are along these two major intersections here. This is the capital up here. I know that. So we're in a pretty busy area. This would probably be like their big traffic routes in Tajikistan. You go down here, well, get off the airport. You go down here. You can either go up, follow the river, or you can go down and follow that river, or down that junction, down that river. So it's in a good location. I have high hopes we're going to see some street view once. So, let's see. It is, doesn't really say what it is, but when we go into the pictures, let's see what kind of pictures they have. That's the front. Uh, those, I don't know if Tajikistan has a different way of pronouncing some letters in Cyrillic than Russian, but that says Rojam or Rokam as opposed to Rokat. But the front looks not bad. Pictures, food. What is this? No way. That is some good curve appeal, I will say. If we could see this, that would be pretty cool. Hopefully it's not the narrow street view, which it seems like a lot of them are. Food, food, food. Playground for the kids. Wicker furniture. I mean, that's a little bit cheap, but that's okay. But we have one over here, one over here. This one in the middle of the walkway, which is a little bit awkward. I don't know why they would do that. That's a lot of food. This is probably the front of that building that we're about to see. I don't know where that back part of it is. Actually, does it say it? Ah, we're looking for that T at the end. Not bad. Not bad. A lot of these seem to be food. Can we see what vibe looks like? That that's the vibe. That's the vibe. Um, there's some videos. Let's see if we can kind of skip through. That's the front of it. So it's just kind of like a generic place. I was expecting to see that cool gazebo stuff we were looking at. That would have been pretty cool. That's it. Random fireworks. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. They have some good pictures. I will give them that. Their hours are 11:11. All right, so it's mostly pretty much open all day. Lunch to dinner. So let's look at some reviews. Capital, close to the capital. Um, Tea room, that's pretty good. Barbecue is delicious. That's good. This place used to be good for lunch and dinner, but recently when we have visited there, honestly, it was so dirty. The service was awful. I don't recommend it. Oh, we had dinner and it was just a place for alcohol drinkers. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I don't drink, so only people that drink alcohol. I mean, why would I go there? Very yummy food. I ordered a Ukrainian soup and the grilled grounded meatballs in the stick, and they were great. Very nice local cherry juice. Um, Local cherries. They probably grow cherries in Tajikistan, so that's nice. You're coming in, flying off the airport. You're gonna want some cherry juice. Good restaurant, not far from center. Friendly waiters, good service. Good service, nice and quiet. Good for meetings. Um, all kinds of foods, affordable prices, uh, very smoky interior, and it seems like it's a smoking establishment, or at least it was 10 years ago or so. Good food, good food, good food, good food, not bad, good food. All right, so pretty good. What is this? All right, finally get to see it. Although the restaurant looks large from the outside, the interior is a medium-sized room divided by screens. It's very smoky. Children and non-smokers can't stand it. We had to go outside. Oh, so that's the outside area. Oh well. So that's unfortunate, but hopefully they still own this place. Hopefully that's the back part, 'cause we saw the cool picture of that. So those are it for the reviews. Reviews seem pretty good. For the most part, it seems pretty good. But does it have some curb appeal? Maybe. Hopefully, if I can get my guy over there. Oh, just out of view. Just out of view. Can we go to the other side? Hopefully. Or up the street. This is up the street. Okay. Can I go over here? Probably not. Okay. All right. I mean, that's what it is. So overall, I don't know where that tea house was. Um, overall, I would say that Rocket or Rojats, it's okay. I mean, it sounds like it's a nice place. We were a little bit south more. We were like in this area. We were right here. So overall, location wise, we're gonna give location about a 4, right in the center of Dushanbe, right in the capital, right in the heart of it. So location's about a 4. Style or what it is, um, I mean it's basically like a medium end restaurant. I would say, um, yeah, I would say that's also probably like a 3 or 4. I mean, it makes sense. It sounds like they have a diverse food. They have some local things for people that are nice. So that's a little bit nice, but I'm still kind of leaning toward the 3. There's not a whole lot that's impressing me. Uh, maybe that's just Tajikistan, but I'll have to go and see it in person. But, yeah, as for pictures, we saw a couple pictures. We saw some good pictures. We didn't get to see too much of the interior. We instead saw different stuff. Most of the food looked pretty good, I would say. Um, the outside of it looks fine in the pictures, which is good. So, I mean, the pictures I would give like a 3, which is fine. The reviews were actually pretty good. I would give the reviews probably like a 4. It seems like there was some complaints about smoking, maybe a change in clientele, but for the most part, the place itself is pretty solid. So that's going to be a 4. As for curb appeal, once again, poor Tajikistan, we got 1 star. Uh, that's pretty unfortunate. We're gonna have to cheat. Next one I'm gonna find will have Google Street View because at least I want to grade some curb appeal out of it. So let's see. Okay, so I'm at Street View to begin with because it's a huge pain in the ass to find anything. It looks like most of Tajikistan is unfortunately shot in this exact view. So it's very linear and I could not look around. Also, I don't know what building our restaurant is, so we're going to assume it's this one. When I got close, or kind of like a little bit closer, there was a bus that blocks it, but also like it's just windows. It's not really like anything with doors. If we wanted to cheat though, we're gonna say our restaurant is this building. So we're gonna give it a nice 4-star curb appeal right off the bat. The restaurant we're gonna be looking at is called Zerbak. Oh, it is that building actually. Oh, it is the huge building. Okay. So it's called Zerbak. We have 138 reviews, 3.5 stars, and probably 11. Yep. This is probably in a little bit more of an office industrial area. If we zoom out here, we have the airport. We're a little bit closer to the airport. A couple of hotels. I'm not sure what the parent building is. It's probably office space. Um, so it could be that. It'll tell us actually. What is the building next door? Store. Tony Bellucci. Anyway, so I guess you won't find out. So that's nice. Pretty good, pretty good. This looks like it's a, well, it says lounge. I was gonna say like a cafe, but that's not a coffee, that's a pie. So, outdoor seating. Again, Tajikistan gets pretty hot throughout the year. So, outdoor seating. This guy is serving ice cream right outside. Extension cord and everything. Any specials in English? No, not that I can read. Food. This is the restaurant. They're just gonna show food. Let's see what the building looks like. Product shot, menus, product shot. Um, Very interesting. This has like a, well, I'm a little bit biased, but it had like a log cabin feel. But this is not, this isn't Tajikistan. This isn't a log cabin by any means. Zorbak. This is a tall building. What is this building? Translation services. But that's the thing that needs to be translated. Actually, that has dresses on it, so I was assuming that's a bridal uh studio or something like that. Very good building, very good real estate. Outdoor seating at night. No, this is the indoor. Indoors, it has two floors, open area in the middle, and then it has a bunch of seats kind of in rows off to the sides. So I would say it looks pretty good on the inside. Chandeliers from the walls. Everything matches, which is usually a plus. Sometimes mismatching furniture is a bad sign. This is awkward. The building is a triangle. So because it's a triangle, we have this awkward space here, and I guess they chose to fill it up like that. We also see three different walls, three different colors of walls. With this, I think that's an outlet, so it's not really like a division, but three different walls. Um, Product shot. This is the second floor, I would assume. Flag of Tajikistan. Some interesting chandeliers. Can we recognize any of the drinks? Coke. They have Coke products. Very interesting. Maybe Dasani. So they have Coke products. Again, some American influence. Not too bad. Product shot. Corner building. Product shot. Dude outside. This is whatever. This is whatever. That's an interesting chair. I like I like the chair. It reminds me of like medieval king or queen or something like that. Um, Something you would find in a castle. Same thing with the bench that comes with it. Um, Table's interesting. It's like all these random designs into it. Pretty unique. I would say it has a touch of Tajikistan. I'm not a fan of the upholstery on couches though. I mean the biggest thing is stains, and they can get messy pretty easily. But I'm assuming they're just like a cloth thrown over it, which, you come to a restaurant, you don't really want to sit on a cloth thrown over a couch. What's on the couch? Uh, but yeah, it's just that nice corner building. Okay, not bad, not bad. What does the reviews look like though? 3.5 stars. Triglycerides, whatever that means. Very romantic. This is from 2 months ago. Very romantic place. Uh, but we went there as sisters. That's a little bit weird of a relationship. Um, I mean, you can go out to eat with your sister, just don't say it's a romantic place. Authentic Tajikistan dishes, a good selection of food and drinks, no alcoholic beverages. Ah, I mean, the other places had bars and stuff, but that's pretty interesting. No alcohol. It could be a preference on the owner, most usually. Well, I say most usually, I have no idea. Staff is very friendly. Nobody speaks English. Some also don't even speak Russian. They just speak Tajik. The food tastes very good and is prepared quick. The ingredients are fresh. Authentic Tajik cuisine. The restaurant is a real gem for Central Asian food lovers. Um, Aperka. I don't know where Aperka is. I'm assuming that's in a different place, different city in Tajikistan or different village. The highlights here is their pilav, Tajik, Uzbek, and Afghan styles, all cooked to perfection. I've tried each of them. They're pretty good. My dear dining service. Very good, even people cannot understand. My dear dining service. Very good, even people cannot understand English, but it's good service, and I ordered one Tajik. What? I don't know. He liked it though. Again, guy's upset, but at least the food's good. Such a cute restaurant. Um, Funniest part, the gamer right at reception, not remotely concerned about getting into trouble for playing games. Let's see the video. Oh my god. Dude's just playing games. That's pretty funny. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. I used to like the restaurant for its ethnical environment. They bring out a menu, but on ordering menu, they answer not yet available. Tables were greasy. Order was bad. Oh well. Yeah, these chandeliers are pretty cool. I will say. These are pretty cool chandeliers. Cool interior, bad food. This was the worst plov. I don't know what a plov is. Plov I had in Asia. Even the locals sitting nearby, the locals, this guy playing video games. Um, Avoid this touristy place and find a real meal. I don't recommend it. They were not serious and not professional. We disappointed it twice. Oh well. Hmm. Very dark, poor design, only cash. It's a toss up. 15 minutes. Alright, well, maybe 15 minutes is a little bit long for not seeing one person. I would understand, like, oh, here's your drink. But I guess they didn't see anybody. Okay. Alright. So, Zerbak. It seems to be the more authentic Tajik style. I don't know how authentic any of it is, or if it's just more tourist oriented. But um, yeah, I would give location wise, it's got pretty good location. Telling you, it's even better. It's closer to the airport, more hotels, more foreign visitors, more to that sort of catering. So location, we're gonna give it a 4. Pretty solid location. Actually, might give it a 5. Actually, this might be our first Tajikistan 5. It is located in a pretty good spot. Has a nice corner building. Very, kind of like not luxurious, but maybe kind of like luxurious area. Um, it's where you want to be. It's definitely where you want to be. Uh, Pictures. Looking at some of the pictures, for the most part, they were pretty accurate. I would say. Um, Not many of them, if any, were computer generated. Uh, some of the stuff was pretty funny, but not too bad. I mean, I would say the picture wise, I would give it like a 4. This one is actually doing pretty well. I would say that's a 4. Reviews, unfortunately, the reviews did take a hit. We're gonna have to give it a 3. The guy just didn't see anybody. Um, some of the stuff maybe a little bit bad. Most of the reviews on food though seems to be pretty solid, which is good. But for service, It's always down to the service. Um, and curb appeal. Couldn't see too much curb appeal, but we're going to base it off of what we initially saw. Huge, cool ass building. And then we also get to see what presumably is the corner of that building. So I would say their curb appeal is a pretty good five. Our second Tajik five. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. On to the next one. All right, on to our fifth and final restaurant. I chose something a little bit further north, towards the capital. Still kind of in a nicer area still. I chose a nice restaurant actually. So restaurant Forel, trout. I think that's what trout is in Russian or Tajik. But we see that it has 1,000 reviews. From its initial picture, it looks pretty good. If we zoom in a little bit, see if we can get some of the road layout, if it's going to load. Um, we have a major artery road, and this is kind of right off the path there, right across the water. Uh, nice park. Again, it's close to the capital. The capital has some nice parks to it. So, you have this main road, river right here. Pretty good spot. So let's take a look at some pictures. 10 a.m., 10 to 11. Usually they're 11:11. Uh-oh. Early birds. So, nice picture. This is probably a product shot. Christmas in Tajikistan. Actually, this shows a lot of the interior. Hold on, let's not skip through this so hastily. So we see they have some open areas. They have a lower section. Some interesting blue chandeliers and Christmas tree. Okay. Fish, product shot, uh, food. What is that? I don't know, it's probably like an aquarium or something. Oh, he's making ice cream. Probably a tiramisu or something. Interesting. Product shot. So this is the front or the outside. Um, it gets the job done. I mean, they have a really busy street. Basically, they're not to say they're the only people on it, but they're going to be pretty quick to be seen, especially when the tall buildings are around it. This one's a small one, right on the front. Again, right next to a park, all the cultural centers and everything like that. Here we have another video of the inside. It's actually pretty nice. It's actually pretty nice. Um, it's a good incorporation of outside and inside. They have plants, so it's not dark and dim and gloomy, but they do have nighttime, you know. So I would say that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Product shot, product shot, product shot. Well, this is their terrace. This is pretty good. An outdoor terrace like that. I don't know how it was seen from that street view that we saw the other day or the other moment. Interesting, interesting. It's all the stupid stuff. What does it say? Privyet. That doesn't say Privyet. This is interesting. It feels to me like in the US we have some like Japanese steakhouse where it's just like neon lights everywhere. Um, and this weird infusion of like fish and nature. I think they're trying to do that as well. Um, pretty cool. We got some pretty cool outside lights, lights up nearby buildings. Again, this is the capital area, so it's gonna look pretty good. Vodka, vodka, platinum light. Oh, it's Tajikistan vodka, and I think that's cherry juice. Interesting, interesting. They have waterfront seating. Actually, that's huge. It's good to have waterfront seating, especially when you're in a very dry area. It's kind of hot. You're gonna want some waterfront seating. And this is mostly just food. This is interesting. So this would be like a little pond, little koi pond aquarium or whatever. Um, Smoke. Once again, a lot of people in Tajikistan smoke hookah, so it's going to be pretty popular. And some neon lights. Any good videos? Mostly just food. Maybe these guys will fight. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, it's like a cataract. It's like a dam. Huh. Well, they say life is where water is. We've seen that. Okay. All right. That's not bad. Let's look at some reviews. Devil's in the details. It's going to be about the service. It's always about the service. Um, Trout is grilled and smoked. Restaurant is located by the river. Sound of the river is chill, especially it's fine at night during the hot summers. Yeah, exactly. Food was very good, but we had to wait ages for all orders, including 25 minutes to get the bill, asking 3 times. I just want to leave. Just give me the money, or I'll just take my money. Um, Sorry to tell you, but this is by far our worst food experience in 2 weeks. All food was soaked in water, hair, and salad. Not fresh. Uh-oh. 11 months ago, about a year ago. Such a nice place, like the atmosphere. Good place. They give you a lot of food. Well, it seems like it's communal eating. You see that a lot in Asian cultures as well, is that the center of the table will be filled up with a lot of food and people will just pick from that. Fish is superb. Nice place, nice food. After some time they've changed to low quality. Food is not as good as it was before and service became slower. I like Farrell very much, but when you come here you have to be not hungry. All waiters are young and they don't know what they should do. The administrator can't help herself. Even she is out of place. Big disappointment. Pity, pity, pity. Everyone who comes here complains. Same issues. Use of an object or not to buy it from there. I was thinking it's not a matter. This one hurt me. Pays those. I have a website where you run. Maybe I'm lawful to be able to late and you are working to improve my knowledge to Nyakakata or Suna. Be my website. I want a refund or credit me. I want a refund. This dude is all over the place. Um, attached, attached is my cover letter. Interesting. Oh well. This is a nice picture. This is pretty much the main reason why this restaurant is successful. Um, Not main reason, but it's a big factor to it. You gotta have good curb appeal. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. If we try to get street view, let's see if we can get anything. We have one dot that we can move around in a circle in. So it looks like it's winter. Winter in Tajikistan. This is the restaurant. Across the street would be the river. How do we see the river? Oh, the river's over here. The river's right here. Um, okay. Does the river freeze over? Probably does. It's a very small river. I would imagine it does. Can we see it from the street view though? There's like a detour or something around it. Kindergarten. Drop the kids off and go eat at Trout. I take my family here all the time. That was the other guy's review. This service is crazy. It's all alcoholics. I take my family here all the time. Oh well. Once again, we're just not going to see the street view. So, pretty much an automatic 1 star. We're going to give mostly all of it up to the location. Well, we saw a little bit of the front. We saw a little bit of the front. So we'll give it 2. But let's go through the list for trout. So for location, we're gonna give it a 4, maybe even 5 stars. I think we'll give it a 5 stars because it's right next to everything, right on top of everything. Water is key. 5 stars. Style. It's got some style. I would say again, it's a nice medium class restaurant. It has appeal to it. Everything kind of matches, has themes, incorporates outside and inside. Um, it makes sense. I would give it a 5 for style. As for pictures, we saw some good pictures. We got to see what was inside. There was some, product pictures and whatnot, so we're gonna have to knock off a couple of points for that. But I would say the pictures are probably like a 3.5, 4 stars. And so the reviews, mostly good reviews. It's always about that service. Always about that service. Um, there was some issues with the food, I guess. Yeah, I guess there was some issues, but place is fine. I would give it a 4. It does have a lot of reviews, which is good, and the reviews are almost 5 stars. 1,000 reviews, almost 5 stars. I would give that a 4 for the reviews. None of them seem fake or edited or bought out or anything like that. Actually, a couple edited, but to update that it wasn't good. But for the most part, pretty good on the reviews. Curb appeal, we're gonna give it a 2. Again, we can't really see it, and that's not their fault, but Tajikistan. And I mean, it's got some, but it's not a very grand building. I mean, it's something that you would drive by and pass, and that's kind of it. So we're gonna give it a 2. We're just gonna give it a 2. So, oh well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the government capital of Tajikistan to make our decision. All of our reviews are going to be posted beside me about each of the restaurants and our ratings for them. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like and hit subscribe for more content like this. I would like to try to find another city in the world that does have more street view. Uh, Unfortunately, we didn't have too much street view in Tajikistan, but that's kind of to be expected in Central Asia. But if you did like the video, please be sure to leave a like and hit subscribe, and tune in next time when we find another city somewhere else in the world. Hope you enjoyed.